Welcome to Cooking with Bryan Dixon. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Bryan Dixon. On today's episode, we are going to be making Pico de Gallo with house-made tortilla chips. I love Pico because you can do so many different things with it. Whether you eat it by itself, add it as a garnish, it is an amazing salsa. I love it. And the homemade chips, honestly, well, they're just great as well. So first things first, let's get some prep going. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to small dice our tomatoes. So we're just going to cut our tomato about sandwich thin, not too thick. And then we're just going to take one or two at a time and make a few slices in one direction. Rotate your tomato and do the exact same thing so that you'll get nice sized squares for your salsa. You're going to end up repeating this process for all four of your tomatoes, and once you have all four of your tomatoes chopped up, you'll want to go ahead and bowl those up and get ready to cut up your next ingredient. Next, we're going to small dice 1/2 of a red onion. So the way I get my small dice red onion is I start out by making small slices throughout the entire onion, and then I rotate it and do the same, and then cut straight down, and it will give you nice small size red onion. Once you're done cutting them up, you want to go ahead and add your onions to your mixture. Next, we're going to go ahead and cut up our jalapeno. So we're going to just cut off the end, split it down the middle. Now I added a few of the seeds to my Pico de Gallo, but for the rest of them I went ahead and cored it and cut out the vein, split it, and then went ahead and small diced it as well. Once you have your whole jalapeno minced up, you'll want to go ahead and add that to your mixture as well. Next, we'll want to get our cilantro. So it'll end up being about 1/2 cup of cilantro once you pull them from the stems and take the leaves off. And then what you'll want to do is take all of that and mince that up. Once you've gone ahead and minced up your cilantro fairly well, then it's time to go ahead and add that to the rest of your mixture. You want to add 1 whole lime squeezed. Then you want to add about a teaspoon of salt, and then you want to go ahead and stir that up. Once you get everything incorporated into the bowl, there's your Pico de Gallo, and you'll want to set that to the side so we can get our chips ready. So I use corn tortilla shells, and what you want to do is just pretty much slice them in half, and then you just want to cut them into the shapes of chips. You can cut them into whatever shapes you prefer. I just like the triangle style cuts. Once you get them cut up to however you like them, you'll want to go ahead and get your oil on and get ready to fry these bad boys up. So I use about 2 cups of olive oil on medium heat. Get your oil ready, and you want to go ahead and just pop in your tortilla shells. And what you want to do is, while your chips are cooking, you don't want to cook them for a super long time. You really are just looking for them to, turn a nice golden brown, making sure that you flip them quite often. You don't want them to cook too long on either side. So you just want to make sure you let them cook, but cook them up. And as they get nice and crispy, they'll turn a nice golden brown. And when they're ready, they'll look about like nice tan color like that. Pop them out. You want to bowl those up. And then you want to hit those with some sea salt while they're warm so that that salt will stick to your chips. Toss them around. Get you a nice bowl of salsa. Add your freshly made chips. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My Pico de Gallo with house-made chips. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cooking with Bryan Dixon. If you like this recipe, please make sure you share with everyone you know. Like and subscribe to the channel before you leave.